Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Long time no see. I know I've not been posting, but that is because I've been doing a new daily show on LFA TV on Rumble, which go watch it. It's daily, Monday through Friday at 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern. But today, there's a dog barking. Wow, dog is rude. That's why we like cats here. Anyways, today we have a special new edition. Actually, no, a special coming back to the YouTube channel. I interviewed my good friend, James O'Keefe, about his new organization, OMG, which is O'Keefe Media Group. And I asked him about the ousting of Project Veritas and all of that drama. So that interview is coming up right now. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. And also shout out James. He's a very busy man. He's always busy, but especially right now. So I'm just very thankful that I even got 10 minutes with him. He's a good friend of mine, and I hate the snakes at Project Veritas. If you're watching, I dislike you. I despise you. What you guys did to James was evil, and payback is a bitch, and it's gonna suck for you guys because people just don't support Project Veritas anymore. Support O'Keefe Media Group. And yeah, without further ado, like this video, make sure you subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the interview. Okay, so I'm excited to have my friend on the show, James O'Keefe himself. James, thank you so much for coming on.
Great to be with you, Isabella.
Yes, so before we start talking about the launch of OMG, which by the way, I love the name, it's so great, but OMG, O'Keefe Media Group, I think we should first briefly have you talk about what happened with Project Veritas. So briefly, in your eyes, what happened at Project Veritas?
Well, thanks for having me on. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, Isabella was in our dance video, Oligarchy.
True.
Way back when.
Yeah.
Now she's famous. Now she's a star.
Oh, yeah.
But she was dancing. You know, I know that they don't like it when I dance.
Yeah.
They don't like music. I guess people don't like it when I eat sandwiches, which incidentally tastes better when a pregnant lady gives them to you.
That's true.
But anyway, what happened was I was ousted from the company I founded, Project Veritas, about a month ago. On February 10th, I was removed as CEO about a week or two after the story I did on Pfizer. So I spoke about this in my outgoing remarks, my heartfelt remarks to my staff. And I've started a new organization, a new company with a much more ambitious vision. OMG O'Keefe Media Group. We're shipping out hundreds of cameras this week to people around the country. And we're trying to decentralize journalism so that everybody can do it. I'm really excited about it. I think this is all a good thing, a blessing in disguise, and I'm just excited for the future.
Yeah, I could not agree more. I think that everything happens for a reason. I know it's cliche, but especially in this instance, you really were able to weed out the snakes that were around you. And one of the funny things I found in the grievances they lodged against you in that original memo, which was I laughed a lot at. I'm not someone that laughs a lot out loud, but I was laughing aloud at that because I know you personally. I know what kind of person you are, and so many of the charges were ridiculous. But one of my favorite ones was that you made some of your employees take a lie detector test, and I'm like, wow, you guys literally proved his point as to why he should be forcing people around him to take lie detector tests, because clearly he can't trust people around him. And something I talked about my dad about with you is we thought that it actually showed, it was a testament to how eager you are in wanting to expose the truth and wanting the truth to be exposed, because you don't know if people are lying around you. And that just goes to show how much you want the truth to be exposed and how smart you are, I think, not to trust everyone around you, which you had to learn the hard way.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you have, in order to do what we do, what I do, you really have to be extremely fearless, and you have to be very strong. Like, you can't be a weak man and do this. It just doesn't work. I mean, eventually the pressure will get to you, whatever the pressure is, financial pressure, the government pressure. You have to be really strong in your soul to do this, and you really have to know who you are. And remaining by my side right now are some of the finest people ever. They're strong. We started this company. It's a startup company. Got a few thousand subscribers just in one day, which is unbelievable. Paid subscribers.
It's amazing.
And the people, we were on the floor, volunteering, maxing out our credit cards. Now we were able to pay them off. And you need people who are willing to just sort of be ride or die people and high integrity people. So you think of fearlessness and integrity. For people to have both of those qualities, it's very rare in this world. And oftentimes you don't really know what that means until you go through hell with people. But I'm really proud I've seen a lot of darkness, a lot of evil, a lot of betrayal. But I've also seen a lot of good people, and I think you know who some of those people are, but just some great human beings. Debbie Bernal, the Pfizer whistleblower, went on stage with me. She wasn't even willing to go public. And then this happened to me, and she was so inspired by it that she went public. And that's the sort of, I mean, it's counterintuitive, but this has actually boosted my mission because I think people are more activated than ever. And if you are watching this, please go to o'keefemediagroup.com. You can sponsor a camera. We had some 300 people sponsor cameras. That's remarkable. And we're shipping those out this week.
Yeah, something good about this audience on LFA TV is they tend to always support whatever we tell them to, and they really trust the host. So I'm definitely going to urge my audience to go support and go to, what is it, OMG or O'Keefe Media Group?
O'keefeMediaGroup.com.
Okay, amazing, amazing. Well, I'm so happy that you have the good people around you. I know I've talked to you since this has all happened, and as someone that used to be I'm an introvert. As you know, we've talked about how we're both introverts a lot personally. And some of, honestly, the people I've been around the most in this industry, included the Project Veritas team, which goes to show how much I don't hang out with people. But so it was very shocking to me and actually broke my heart personally, even though I wasn't even you, just to see the betrayal and it was shocking for me because I thought that I knew these people. But as you've said, I'm so happy that I know the people you have around you are such good people. And I really think that you're just going to it's going to benefit you. I wonder if there's any Pfizer connection because like you said, you broke that story a week or two before you were ousted, outside income, money influences. I don't know. I know that Project Veritas was just recently going after the Pfizer whistleblower, publishing materials that she did not consent them to, and then also kind of think they were calling her stupid and kind of trying to defame her, which goes to show, and I tweeted this, if you couldn't trust what Project Veritas was saying about you during your ousting, you really can't trust anything coming out of them. I'm not going to have you kind of go into that, but as the show knows, my audience knows, I speak very much against them. I think that they are snakes, and I'm very disgusted in what happened to you. But you got all the support. I mean, I saw outstanding support for you online. It was pretty unanimous. I can't say that word.
Yeah,
unanimous.
It was very unique to have unanimous people.
Yes.
A number of hosts have told me they've never seen that before. And it was almost like in life, I spent 14 years building this organization, and I was depositing a lot of goodwill, and then one day I had to make a massive withdrawal. And I will tell you, what you don't see is the thousands of people. Every 30 seconds, I get another message. Someone who's, wants a camera to expose. So there's just this movement to do what I do, and I think I want to decentralize journalism. I wasn't ready for that a year ago. I wasn't ready for that 5 years ago. I tried it. The world was not ready, but I think now my mission is to teach people how to do this on their end. Initially, I'll have to curate it, but ultimately, I think of it like Uber for journalism, where anybody can do this. They're obviously going to have to learn the ethics, the recording laws, the technology, but I'm willing to teach that. Get it on our website in the next few weeks. In the meantime, I'm shipping out lots of cameras. And like you said, the integrity, trusting people, that's something that we all go through in life. We learn who people really are. And I think power tends to corrupt. And
Yes.
absolute power corrupts absolutely. So the more powerful we became, the more powerful I became, and the organization became. I never really focused on board management. It was never really something I thought about. That's my mistake. I learned from that. And I was running the company. I was trying to take responsibility for everything. I didn't really think about who was on my board or get into that because I wasn't really focused on the power dynamics. Maybe I should have been. But you learn from these things, and now there is no board. I own the company completely. I didn't take any, venture capital. There's enough goodwill out there that people subscribed, and now we have enough money to make payroll and to buy $60,000 worth of little cameras this week. And I'm very excited to get those cameras into the hands of hundreds of people. If you're watching this and you have both fearlessness and integrity, two very rare qualities that equal character, then you should go to o'keefemediagroup.com. There's a portal, and you can fill it in. If you want a camera, we'll ship one to you and get you working.
Awesome. Yes. And so definitely do that. And the last point I want to make, because I know you're super short on time, is that I'm so happy that you are no longer OMG will not be a 501c3. There's no board. And I actually had something similar happen. My mother and I started in 2017 a 501c3 animal rescue farm. I'm no longer a part of it because of my online persona. You could see it's a vegan animal rescue farm. A lot of the vegans probably don't like what I have to say. Anyways, her board ended up trying to overtake her. So you kind of learn the hard way is that this board can just overtake your company and oust you out of your own company. So I'm so happy that OMG is not having the same model, which you unfortunately had to learn the hard way. But it's better. You're better off for it. So now you have OMG, which is actually having more grassroots journalism. And I'm really supportive of what you're doing, as you know, and so is the audience. And I'm just so happy
it's sort of on brand to be thrown out of the company I founded days after the Pfizer story. It kind of just works. Like, it just makes sense.
It's poetic.
That was a big story, and that guy, that was a remarkable story. And I know there'll be more stories like it. And maybe this whole episode will inspire even bigger whistleblowers and even more empowered citizens. So things are happening as they should. OMG, like TMZ, except for the citizen journalism, and it's going to be incredible. And it's going to be hundreds of cameras shipped out this week, not next month, this week. And watch the website, because I'm going to be going out with classes and seminars that people can take to learn how to do this on their own. I'm very excited about this new vision I have, which never would have came to me, but not for what has happened. So stay tuned.
Amazing. I will keep updating the audience. And James, just thank you so much for coming on. I know you're a super busy man. You're always a busy man, but especially right now. So I just want to say thank you so much for giving me some of your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.